today's objective, I will be able to find original amounts using reverse percentages. Now this topic is a grade 5 topic, so if you are on foundation, you're looking at this towards the end of the paper. If you're on higher, it's going to be near the beginning. This would be a crossover question. Okay, now this is all in the wording. So what a reverse percentage is when you're given an amount after an increase or decrease and you need to work out the original amount. So let's look at an example together here. So Harry earns £27,800 after an 8% pay rise. How much did he earn before the pay rise? So your key words here is this is the amount of money after, and we need to work out how much he earned before. So I'm going to show you two methods here, and you pick whichever one you want, whichever one makes more sense to you, and stick with it. So I'm saying if he has had an 8% increase, that means that this amount of money is the original amount and 8% more. So 108% is this new amount of money. So in order to work out what his original amount was, the 100%, I'm going to take it down to 1% first. Now to get 108 down to 1, I would divide by 108 and do the same over this side. So I need to do 27,800 divided by 108, which gives me 257.407, and then I need to get it back up to 100%, which would have been his original wage. Now to get 1 up to 100, I would times by 100, so I do the same over here, which gives me 25740.74. So always use your calculator, always use the numbers in there. There we go. So I'm going to show you another method. Now this other method is quite a little bit simpler, it's quicker, but if you're not fully comfortable with percentage multipliers, you might find this more difficult. So percentage multiplier to increase by 8% would be 1.08. So all you need to do is take the amount of money, divide it by the multiplier, and it will straight away tell you what the original wage was. Okay, this way is quicker, as long as you can remember your percentage multipliers and what to do. This way to me is more logical, and also not all the questions are like this, so this might help you if the question changes slightly. But take them both in, use whichever method suits you. Okay, so second example here, a jumper is in the sale for £57.40 after an 18% reduction. How much was the jumper before the sale? Okay, so if it's been reduced, then 100 minus 18 gives me 82%. So this is 82% of the price. So 82% is £57.40. So I'm going to take it down to 1% by dividing by 82. Do that to both sides. And then I'm going to take it back up to 100% by timesing by 100. Which gives me £70. Okay, and I'll show you the other way as well. So you need the percentage multiplier for decreasing by 18% is going to be 0.82. So I take the amount of money, £57.40, divided by 0.82 gives me £70. Okay, so I've got one for you to do here. Press pause, have a go, and then we will go through it. Okay, so we've got a pay cut, so a decrease of 8%. She now earns this much money. So I'll do both ways again. So if I've got a decrease of 8%, then £202.40 is 92% of her wage. So I'm going to take that down to 1% by dividing by 92. Do the same to both sides. Leaves me with 2.2. And then to find the original amount, I'm going to take it back up to 100 by timesing by 100, which gives me £220. And the other method, if you're using the multiply method, the multiplier to decrease by 8% would be 0.92. So I take the amount £202.40 divided by 0.92 and I get 220 as well. So up to you which method you use, as long as you show all your workings out and your answer is clear with the units. If it's money, using money notation, money is always to 2 decimal places, you'll get all the marks. Okay, so what you need to do now is complete the worksheet, complete the exit ticket and submit it to your teachers.